So, very happy new year. This is a class of accountancy and we are going through the chapter depreciation. So, this is a class 11 accountancy. So, we have already learned what is depreciation, what are the different depreciation procedure, what is the depreciation method, and through some practical example we also learn how if we sell a machine how we can make entry in a machinery account. In case of provisional for depreciation account, how we can post in case of sale. Now today another topic, that is asset disposal account, we will discuss. Now what is asset disposal account? Disposal means this is also sales. Now sometimes what happens in practically in a company, if there is a factory, there are lots of machine actually using, not only one machine. Suppose there is a biscuit company, they have a packaging machine, they have a processing machine, production machine, okay. So not only one machine, there are lots of machine will be there. Computer is also treated as a machine. So in office the computer is must now, each and every office there is a computer, you can see. Now so this one actually most of the company not deal with one machine. So in that case actually when you sell the machinery, which machinery you are selling, you cannot detect that after 10 years or 5 years, okay. So that will be very complicated for you. That's why asset disposal account actually made. Whenever you specific machine or asset you are selling, then you have to entry on that account, okay. Now in case of asset disposal account, whatever the journal entry you have to pass, okay. Now asset disposal account, this is the topic. Asset disposal account mean only for sale purpose this account is opening, other things remaining the same. In case of sale of machine, we have seen that in machinery account we actually posted all the sale entry, but in that case we actually all the sale entry of that particular machine we pass through this asset disposal account. Now how we can make that? So there is a first you should know the what journal you have to pass. Now first is number 1, that is the gross value. The gross value assets disposal account debit to asset account, because we are actually selling the assets. What will be the value? That is the original cost of the asset. Original cost. When original cost? When we actually maintain the provisional for depreciation account. In that case we will take in asset disposal account the original cost of the machinery. But if we do not maintain the provision for depreciation account or accumulated depreciation account, in that case you have to follow the book value of the machinery. Book value. Okay. Book value means asset original cost minus depreciation, and then that year what is the book value, that is called book value, and this book value you have to take in a asset disposal account. You will understand when we will take the through a practical example. Okay, just you know the first what is the journal you have to pass. Now first you have to transfer to the machinery, that is asset, to the asset disposal account, so that original cost of the machinery or book value of machinery just come. Number 2, if there is a provision for depreciation account is maintained, so the amount of accumulated depreciation Okay. When we are actually maintaining the provision for depreciation account, and that time what entry you have to pass. Now provision for depreciation account debit, provision for depreciation, I am writing in short, provision for depreciation account debit to where actually you are transferring to asset disposal account. Okay, to asset disposal account. Okay, but if there is no provisional for depreciation account is maintaining, then you have to take book value and total. What is the net value? Book value means after depreciation value of that year you have to transfer direct to asset disposal account. But if the provision for depreciation account you are maintaining, then you have to transfer the original cost of the machinery, and from provisional depreciation account, provisional for depreciation account, you have to transfer the depreciation value to asset disposal account. Now third entry, what will be the third entry? Third entry will be amount of sale proceed. When you will sell, what entry you have to pass? Amount of sale proceeds. That is number 3, amount of sale proceeds. Amount of sale proceeds. That is the normal in case of if we maintaining the machinery account only, then what actually done, we done cash and bank account debit to machinery. Here we have to pass the entry, that is cash or bank. Generally machinery value is very high, so you always use bank account. Cash or bank account debit to asset disposal account. Okay, here you have to credit the assets disposal account. Asset disposal account. Okay, when you are selling the machinery, the sale value will be bank account will be debit and asset disposal account will be credited. Now if there is any loss or profit, then what entry you have to make? In case of after selling, if there is a loss, okay, then what entry you have to pass? So number 4, in case of loss, in case of loss, what entry you have to pass? That is profit and loss account debit. We are writing in short, that is P&L account debit to asset disposal account. asset disposal account. Number 5. So we have to, in case debit side of profit and loss, we have to, loss should be debited. Okay. And what you have to write? To asset disposal account. Now in case of profit, just the reverse entry will be happen. In case of profit, if selling, after selling the machinery or plant or assets, if there is a profit, then the reverse entry will be happen. That is asset disposal account debit, asset disposal account debit to profit and loss account. Then profit and loss account will be credited, because profit and loss account is a nominal account. When there is a profit, that should be credited. When there is a loss, that should be debited. So these are the very simple journal entry you have to pass in case of asset disposal account. Now take a practical example. Now suppose a machinery at a gross value rupees 5 lakh. Okay. Machinery just I am giving an example. Machinery at a gross value rupees 5 lakh. Now accumulated depreciation also they mention accumulated depreciation, writing in short rupees 2 lakh. Okay. Now a machine, this information they given in first. Now they are saying a machine purchased for rupees 2 lakh. For rupees 2 lakh, having accumulated depreciation, rupees 80,000. No date, there is not mentioning any date. Was sold during the year rupees, we can make rupees, we can write in rupees, we can make use the sign also. 1,35,000. 1,35,000. Now they are saying prepare asset disposal account only. Prepare assets disposal account. Okay. They are saying prepare asset disposal account. Very simple. A practical problem example I am taking, that is machinery gross value is 5 lakh, accumulated depreciation is 2 lakh. But a machine purchased for rupees 2 lakh means its original cost rupees 2 lakh, having accumulated depreciation 80,000, means for accumulated depreciation means provision for depreciation account they are maintaining, because their balance also showing. Sold, what is the selling price? That is 1,35,000. You have to prepare asset disposal account. Now just make a ledger of asset disposal account. Okay, you just write it Okay, next actually I will discuss the same practical example because time is running out today. So next day we will discuss about this asset disposal account with taking same example. Okay. Up to that, have you understood the journal? It will be very easy when the through practical problem you will learn the thing. Okay. Puritos. So you should present in next day. Same example. Actually, today time is not. Actually, this is already 3 p.m. So next day I will actually discuss through same practical example. Okay. So thank you for today. Just continue your next classes. Thank you.